more like the
All right. Give me a second, dude. I'm seriously trying to be, but he fucked that up. Okay.
Are you seriously trying to be serious?
I'm actually seriously trying to be serious.
Soup cereal right now.
Okay, seriously, we're good.
Are we?
Yep, seriously. Yeah.
Cool.
Nothing funny. All right.
Didn't even have to actually say words.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Hammer the Gods. I am your Dungeon Master, Rick, and today we are getting to episode number 1. Just a heads up, I know the audio is not the greatest on some of the early episodes, but it does get better if you stick with it. And again, disclaimer, we are not ancient Greek historians by any means, and this is an alternative history, so we may get some things out of time period, we may mess up some words here and there, but hope you guys enjoy. You guys are all separate, like part of different entourage, going to the Senate. Let me just start. It's nighttime. You guys are all just waking up, like pre-dawn, basically. And as the sun starts to rise, a red sky is all you guys can see. Yeah. So all of the ship's crew start to look nervous. And I guess I'm going to go probably in like circular order because none of you guys know each other. So we're going to start with Athos.
Okay.
So Athos, you are mingling with your people.
And we'll tell them the cautionary tale of red skies.
Like the red sky in the morning.
Yeah, red skies are...
Yeah.
That news goes.
Okay, so you speak to your fellow tribeswomen about, the red sky and the omen of it. And they take you fairly seriously, knowing your background.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sergius, you are with your barbarians.
So, sitting with barbarians, I'll tell them all to ready their weapons. Obviously say the little rhyme that I've said about 3 times already, so...
What was it again?
Red skies in the morning, sailors take warning. And tell them that basically there's many tales, and just red skies are always a bad omen. Ready your weapons and prepare for battle, because we don't know what the day lies. So, yeah.
Okay. Nicholas. You picked the name! Yep. Your fellow Minotaur.
So I'm going to tell the group that I'm with to be prepared because I've got a bad feeling. I'm not getting my weapon ready, but I'm putting my hands at my side, so...
Okay. Romanos? Okay. So you're with, not necessarily all centaurs, because as we spoke about, your people are kind of a Spartan people. And it is a diverse group. Like, they will take in anyone for their greater good.
I see what's going on around the ship, and I just randomly glaze my eyes, just wall of amateurs.
Major Zuko vibes. Okay, Janos. So you are with your people, the Kalamos people.
Yes. We're wondering what the meaning of the red sky is on the surface. It does not bode well where we are from.
So, roll an insight check for me. Ma'am.
Just in case that makes that on the podcast, that's a dog scratching its ear. No one's fat.
Oh gosh, I forgot I had negative numbers. It's 12.
Okay, well, a 12 is fine for this. You know that typically a red sky means to watch for storms, especially being someone who is very attuned to the sea and Poseidon. You feel the storm brewing.
Oh. I tell my party to be wary. Something is about to happen.
So, the senator amongst your group kind of just looks at you dismissively and walks off. All right.
We'll see.
So, Akmon, you are still asleep in your box. You have not woken yet.
Alright, well, let's just chill out in this box.
Excellent, excellent.
No worries.
Way to get in character. I'm proud of you. Okay, so as the sun starts to rise, everyone notices that the seas are getting very choppy. The ship is jostling back and forth. Everyone roll, I'm going to say a constitution check.
Still asleep, right? I want to roll shit.
No, you don't.
It's a 9 for me.
That is a 4.
I'm the only one, yes.
Okay, so
Starting out strong here, boys. Let's go.
the cloven hooved amongst us are feeling extremely nauseous as this boat is rocking back and forth. Yeah. Sergios, you got the 9?
Yep.
Okay. You are not feeling great. I mean, you're not seasick, but you don't have your sea legs, that's for sure. And you got a 12, correct? Okay. So, Athos and Jonas are good.
Good for them.
Water's like this in the city.
Okay, so as you guys are, some of you trying not to hurl overboard, I'm going to need you guys to now make dexterity checks as this ship is like dangerously swaying and it starts to pour down rain.
Yes, what I'm most proficient
Yeah, just torrential rains.
That is a 7.
Oh my god, I got a 7 too.
What'd you get? 13? Jonas?
13 for Jonas.
Okay. So the 13s are good. And you got 7. You got an 11. Is that -1? Right.
7 plus 0. So
Yeah.
that's 7.
Oh no, I know. So yeah, Sergios is the only one who actually failed this.
Awesome.
Yeah. So our faithful gnome barbarian, you lose your footing and start to slide. So, Romanos, you see a gnome sliding across the deck.
I'm feeling like shit, and yet how does one so small lose their footing?
Here's a point. Low center of gravity. Okay, so are you gonna do anything?
Yes, I kind of come over and offer a hand, extend my hand out to try to catch.
All right, so you have caught this little gnome who was clearly about to go overboard.
And I put him on my back. Don't get used to it.
Just like look around his head. Okay, thanks, mister. Thanks for the help. I'm Sergios. I'm with the gnome barbarians, and I appreciate your kind gesture.
Romanos.
So I just put my fist over my heart and basically tell him for his gracious act of saving me, I now owe him. If he should ever call upon me, then I shall return the favor.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yup.
They're also going to do karate in the garage.
Do karate in the bow.
Oh, heck yeah.
At this point, it is like storming. You see lightning all around you, thunder crashing, and just like wind blowing these ships. You guys notice that the other ships that were part of this convoy, the other ships are all starting to kind of get separated. Like, clearly this storm is just screwing everybody over. So I am going to roll for the ship now. Okay, so the ship manages to continue to stay mostly on course. As far as you can tell, the sailors don't seem to be panicking too much. But they're still doing their thing, and the captain is really fighting to keep it under control. So I need you guys to make another constitution check and another dexterity check.
I rolled the on the back.
Sure.
Is it versus Constitution?
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
Or actually,
Yeah.
cut out 13.
Yes.
Sweet.
2 weeks ago.
And that is another 4. Oh, we are.
So 14 on Constitution,
Okay.
9 on Dex.
With advantage?
With it. I rolled a
13
9.
Constitution, 4.
Don't feel bad because I've got 5.
Jonas, what did you get?
A 15 and a 14.
Cool. So, Romanos, you're fine on, like, your seasickness is starting to go away. You're starting to get your sea legs, but they are swept out from under you as this huge wave crashes over, knocking you and Sergios to the deck.
Ah, I blame you for knocking me off.
You've got 4 feet, man.
Yeah. 4 hooves, more like it.
Either way, you've got 4 legs. You think would be better. Don't blame me.
They're like stumpy peg legs. Don't try me, boy.
Don't talk to me about stumpy peg legs. Are you a Shetland pony or fucking centaurs?
That shit, pony.
Everyone else is okay. Nobody else really massively failed. But you two hit the deck and start to slide, but I'm going to say you're able, with, your 4 legs and 2 arms, you are able to catch yourself fairly quickly. Sergius, you continue to slide on a little bit, but eventually you catch yourself.
Okay.
So, are you guys getting back up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. So, the ship is going to roll again. So, the ship manages to survive another round. Are you guys going to take any actions? We're going to go in the exact same order that we did before, starting with Athos. It's a pretty basic ship. Like, being late Bronze Age, this is not super advanced. Like, there's not really a below decks or a cabin or anything like that. It's pretty much just the boat.
Where's the box
Towards the back. Not the aft. You should know this.
I wasn't in the Navy.
Kind of, though.
But that's the way.
Yeah. There's an. But you don't know that he's in there.
What's in the box?
box? Is there other boxes?
Yeah, there's
Or
a
is
lot.
there the
There's a
only
lot of
box?
crates.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not just one lone box.
No.
I thought I was imagining it. There's only one box.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the
Um,
B box.
There's
Yeah, I
gotta
don't
be
know.
that.
We know what's in the box. It's Ekmon. You're not gonna take any kind of preparations for what's going on with the storm.
Ready my ballad.
Cool. That's what I was kind of hoping you would do. Sergius. Okay.
I'm just gonna straight get ready for the next wave, holding on to whatever I can find.
Doing your best surfboard, like arms out, knees bent.
No, grabbing on this, like the
The railing.
railing or the sail.
The sail is definitely too high for you to reach.
Not the actual sail.
Oh, like the mast.
the mast.
Gotcha.
That was the word I was looking
Nicholas?
Right on the side, just trying to.
Also, so you can possibly hurl.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
Romanos?
me being the aggressive dick that I am,
Which fits
I
for-
decide to
Which
take.
fits for being a Shetland pony. Biggest assholes in the world.
It's canon now.
Jesus, no, it is not. Anyway, I want to slam the butt of my maul through the floorboard to try to get
No,
better.
no,
better.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
There is like a thin little layer. I mean, otherwise
No,
it would
not
be
the-
otherwise it would be bowed, and you guys would definitely.
Yeah, that's
not
exactly
do
where I thought he was going.
No.
You literally gave him the option to just kill us all right now. Like, he could have been a gigantic dick and just been like, oh, the boat's going down now. Like, you guys made it through 2 rounds of storms, but you didn't make it through Romanos.
Oh yeah, that would be great. We're 30 minutes in.
So can I do it or not?
Yes, because it's not through the bottom of the boat.
All right.
What'd you say,
Do I
Akmon?
need to roll for something? Or roll
Shit,
for-
I haven't even woken up yet.
You're not even alive yet.
Or should I roll for like?
Yeah, roll a strength check, actually.
It ain't doing anything. It's a 4. Well, actually, it's 7, but
Wow, shout out to the core 4. All right.
we're getting them out early. That's what we're doing now.
So-
you know.
Romanos, in your impotent anger, you slam the butt of your maul down, and it just kind of like cracks a little bit, but it doesn't go through, which just pisses you off more.
Ah!
Because you're a Shetland pony.
I will kill you.
Oh, legs going through.
Keep in mind, this is the gnome saying this.
Yes.
To the like 7 foot tall centaur.
I'm literally looking up to everybody.
Yeah.
I swear, if golf hasn't been invented, I'm about to do this fucking thing with you.
Maul meets gnome. Episode 1. Oh, welcome to the podcast. Beautiful. Okay, Jonas.
I try to see if I can sense how much longer the storm is going to last.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
15 plus. It's a 15.
Okay. This storm does not seem like it is abating anytime soon.
Awesome.
Akmon, can you roll your 2d10s and let me know what the combined score is?
Okay, 10 of the next.
Okay, cool. So nothing happens. Another round of let's all make con and dex checks. What'd you get?
That is a nat
On which one?
on the first one.
Ooh. Roll your dex.
Better.
Okay.
16. So the way we do this now with me is you need to give me some epicac and have me puke for real.
I got.
We don't need it to be that real.
We do. I think we
12
do.
on con.
Okay.
And nat 20 on. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, so
Hey, seriously, do I need to roll that again?
This time I'll let it slide.
Okay, 'cause if it,
But normally, if it goes off the table, then
well,
it doesn't count.
technically, it went off the table, hit Jon Snow, and
That means it went off the table.
Well, then that's a bastard roll anyway, especially since it hit Jon Snow. So.
You said an 8 and a 3.
yeah.
Okay. Jonas.
14 Constitution and 30-20 Dexterity.
Athos. You are now very nauseous, and you also hit the deck. and start sliding. Sergius, what'd you get again?
12 on that.
Your gold. Yeah. You got a 14, and what was the second one?
14.
Okay, you're good.
That one,
Now,
yeah, that one club, but that's
yeah, you're not one. You are like projectile vomiting all over the deck at this point. Beautiful, thank you.
I thought
Thank you for
I thought
that.
that gruel was bad going in.
Definitely make sure you cut that out for that.
What?
Be like the Wilhelm scream, but just him vomiting. Yeah, that's gonna be everyone's vomit sound effect from now on.
Solid.
Like even the female character. Yeah,
Love it.
NPCs, right there.
It's them dying too.
Yeah, absolutely. Akmon, if you could roll your percentile again.
90 and a 0.
Okay. Still nothing happens. Boat again. There it is. The boat gets the core 4.
Shoot just
It was coming. Okay, so the ship hits a wave. Like, at this point, the waves have just been growing in size, and it hits this massive wave, and the mast snaps clean off.
Fuck, I'm home on it.
I mean, you're pretty short. It snaps like above your head. Yeah. Okay, so the mast snaps off with this huge wave. At this point, the ship is going to rock violently because it comes to a full stop. And so I need everyone to make a dex check with disadvantage.
That one.
Of course, one of my first nat 20, you know, is on fucking disadvantage.
Of course
Fuck
it is.
you.
Of course it is.
You got a 6. The only thing I'm subtracting is my dexterity because I'm just.
He got a 4 and a 3.
Yeah, I got a 5 and
Hey.
that one.
Nice. Athos? Well, Athos, I didn't hear yours.
Oh,
Yeah.
a 7?
Okay. Jonas?
Yeah.
You've got a 15 on disadvantage?
Yes.
Wow.
Good job.
Excellent.
So, everyone is swept off except for Jonas into the open water.
Take out my horn that I have around my neck and just start blowing into it.
Okay.
It's a horn to call for help.
Yeah.
I look around for my gnomish brothers. I'm guessing open water is not good for any of us. Or to show. Whichever is closer.
I fucking did it.
Nicholas?
Okay,
Except
I've
for,
got to figure out
Jonas?
something to do because I'm flailing and drowning.
Is it canon that cows can't swim?
Do I see any blue makeup in the ship?
Well, the ship is still floating.
Okay, then I'm heading for the ship.
Okay. So, Romanos, what are you doing?
After just being surprised and sloshing around in the water, I start to flail and somewhat make my way back to the ship, while also cursing at Sergius. Aren't you supposed to be praying to your god to get rid of this shit?
Aren't you supposed to be bigger?
Beautiful. Jonas. Ye of the ship.
And I see, I made it through fine, right?
Yeah, you're still up there. You're still on the ship.
Which is ironic.
Alright.
Right.
Well,
The native to the water.
all fell in the water,
Oh, sorry, one more time.
and the rest of the party all fell in the water.
Oh, yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that spot?
Can I see anybody that's like particularly struggling?
Yeah, probably Romanos. The 4 legs definitely don't help you.
They're all hanging off.
Right. Because he's got, like, the tall body, and it's just awkward.
Alright. Can I dive in and help?
Okay.
Elaborate, please. I'm curious. I'm just trying to wrap my head around helping a
Horse.
yeah, like
even a small
600-pound centaur.
Even small.
The mast is snapped, and I grab a rope and jump in and tie the rope around this massive
My
horse
neck.
flailing.
That makes a lot more. Okay. Yes, you can do that.
Okay, do I need to roll anything?
No, I'll say that you're able to tie it off and jump in. You've been in and around the sea your entire life, so I'm sure like knots and things like that are fairly natural.
Sounds good.
Okay, so when we get back around to you, you're gonna have advantage on being able to do anything related to swimming.
I'm foreseeing a 1 and 2.
That's how that works. So, you're gonna hop in and help Mr. Centaur.
Yeah.
Okay. So the boat manages to continue floating along. The storm doesn't mess it up too terribly much. All right, Athos. What would you like to do now? Nobody seems to be coming to your aid, despite your horn blowing.
Can I see the rope that he is tied up with? Like, is he still in the water?
Yeah, everybody's still in the water, including Jonas now, who is still swimming towards him.
Okay, well, I'm
With
gonna
the
make my
rope.
way over towards, and I'm gonna blow my horn again. Should try to do it louder.
So, real quick, everyone hears this horn being blown, and you can see it's Athos, who you guys didn't know, but this Leonin Catwoman is blowing this horn in the water.
She's probably really pissed that she's in the water then.
I'm sure it's not great.
I'm not too fond of the sea.
Sergius.
Okay, did, Acrobot, the box, where's the box?
Akmon?
Acrobot.
Still on the ship.
Oh,
I forgot to say, I rolled for Akmon. He is on the ship.
okay, so how far away is the ship?
We'll say like 60 feet.
How far away am I from Romanos?
Like 10 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna swim to Romanos and hold on to him.
Okay. So, your little gnome buddy swims over to you and is just grabbing on. So you got your little pool.
I look at
floaty.
him and tell him that I owe him 2 favors. I was thinking more holding on to his tail. He can't kick me.
Touche. Touche. Nicholas.
I will try.
Hold up.
How close am I to her when I hear the horn?
About 30 feet.
Okay, so, all right, so I'm gonna go help her.
You're going to be slower. Your 30 feet doesn't apply when you're in the water. You're not a natural swimmer.
Okay, will I be able to at least get halfway so then on my next turn?
Sure.
Okay, then I'll still go that way.
Okay. Romanos?
So I guess I'm gonna reach out for the rope, or.
Well,
try to-
Jonas is swimming towards you, so.
I'll grab onto the, the harness around, my hat, I guess.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so Jonas.
Shit, I was muted, sorry. Has he reached Romano yet?
Yeah, you've reached Romanos.
Reached Romano to all. I fashion a harness and here, pull yourself in and take little wild man with you.
I'm definitely barefaced.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. On his tail. Okay, now, go ahead, Jonas.
Okay, so we've got Romano and Sergio.
Romanos, with an S. Not like Ray Romano.
I mean.
It's Romanos, with an S.
With an S, okay.
There's two of them.
Alright. They're pulling their stuff in. Can I still hear the horn?
Yeah.
So I turn and swim towards the direction of the
Okay. All right. So Athos, back to you.
Do I see that there's sea creatures?
Yeah, I mean, despite the storm, like you guys can see. Yeah.
So, I'll just try. Can you help me? I'm trying to search for
Okay. Awesome. So just
Oh, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and be barefoot skiing behind Romano's, you know.
I mean, he's not swimming that fast, but you can try.
Well, I mean, just,
Oh,
I
hey,
ain't no
welcome
wake-
back. You're in the box
I ain't no
still.
wake setter here, bud.
yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to this thing.
Yeah. You're still in the box. And yes, you're still on the boat. You're the only one on the boat at this point, actually. Nicholas. You only asked about how far you were from her, so
He's ahead of the boat.
so you're about 50 feet from the rest of them. Akmon, roll another percentile for me. So, you rolled an 18, and I've decided I'm going to up your odds. And so, yeah, Akmon, you start to awaken.
Am I literally the only person on the boat, or is there still like
Well, you're still in the box.
what's in the box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you awaken, not knowing, like, anything. Similar to a newborn, but you like, know words. But yeah, it's just black.
Can I walk?
Well, you try to walk and you just bonk right into some wood.
Can I search for something in the box that would be
You feel around and there's nothing else in the box with you, other than like whatever the 320 BC equivalent of packing peanuts is, like sawdust maybe. Yeah, so it's just like sawdust in the box.
Okay. Well, can I open the box? I'm trying to push on the lid.
Okay, roll a strength check for me.
I got a 9.
You do not open the box.
Alright.
Okay, that's gonna be your turn for a minute. Okay, Athos.
So, I am 15 feet away.
Yeah.
On this one further.
Okay, so you swim over to where Romanos and Sergios are, with Sergios just hanging on to his tail.
What do I? Is this the way out?
Yep, and I'm gonna reach a hand out. Grab him up.
I'll accept his gesture.
Massive lion paw. Okay. Nicholas.
Still swimming towards
This
the
is
ship.
starting to hurt. You
Call Sergio Stretch Armstrong.
Apparently, I'm behind everybody, so I'm trying to catch up.
Well, are you swimming to them or the boat?
I'm swimming to the boat because I see them in the boat.
Okay, you're about 30 feet from the boat.
Do you get
So-
hunted or some shit?
I mean, everybody ended up in like different areas. Romanos, what do you got?
I guess I just try to get any closer to the boat that I can, you know.
So, last time you started pulling, and I'm going to say again, you make it the rest of the way.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess I try to grip on, you know, with just in my fingernails as
Yeah.
hard as I can, you know. I don't know if should I roll for something? Just
Oh,
to
yeah,
see
no,
how-
you're going to have to roll.
Yeah.
This would actually be, you pretty much have to roll a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Oh, come on.
No, that is legitimately, like, centaurs awful rolls for anything that requires any kind of like
Not to mention
climbing.
You can't just like pull yourself up because you have
Exactly. Yeah.
an ass behind you.
Well, any kind of like
Okay.
vertical type
Alright.
climbing is going to be bad for you.
Alright, let's just take this fucking thing. Alright. Overall 8. And an overall 4. Oh man, we're doing great.
Beautiful.
Man, the fours tonight, man.
Beautiful.
What
You
will
were
hurt?
shooting.
So, here's the way this is going to work. You start to pull yourself up, and I mean, you're struggling. Like, your front feet are kicking, and it's just sliding right off of the hull of the ship. But as your large horse body pulls down on this ship, you pull it just enough that a wave catches it. I rolled a 20 for this ship to see if it makes it through these waves, and it actually flings you and Sergio's onto the ship.
And
Athos is holding onto your hand. You can roll a strength check with disadvantage.
So I would just roll it regular because of the damage.
It's a strength check. Yeah, no, you do not hold on to Athos at
If
all.
anything, no, he tears her arm off. We need to say that.
That's a little too much for a one.
My shoulder is dislocated. Definitely at least a dislocation.
You made it through. You just have very sweaty palms.
As I just tumble
Weak
back,
knees.
as I tumble back onto the ship, I just.
There's some really wrong with my great fun.
Okay, yeah, anyway. Jonas, what are you doing?
So the rope is now back on board,
More or less.
more or less. Okay. I'm still swimming towards Athos, or have I reached her yet?
You can reach her in this turn.
So I'm gonna reach her and help her swim closer to the boat a little quicker.
Okay, so that'll... You can get to her in your turn, but to do the rest of that will be next turn.
Your next turn.
Yep. Okay, Akmon. Do you want to roll another strength check? Okay, so you are a pretty strong warforged, and so you are able to just push the lid of this box off, and you open it, and just immediately you are drenched because the rain starts to pour in. You're face up into the sky as rain's just pouring down on you. Lightning flashes, thunder's crashing all around, and this is your birthday. Like, you just got born.
Oh, wonderful. I'll look around and see what's going on.
Okay, so you don't really know a whole lot about what's going on, just because, you're a newborn and you don't understand. But you as a player, you're on this ship, you just set up from a box, and it's being tossed around on these waves.
You ever get back on the boat?
There's definitely people still in the water. Akmon doesn't know that, though. I mean, you would probably see the people who are climbing or, like, in the process of catching their balance.
I'm going to try to move forward towards the middle of the ship.
Okay, so you stand up out of the box and roll a dexterity check for me, please. Okay, so you manage to keep your feet, but this ship is rocking wildly below you.
Okay.
And that will be the end of your turn. So, Athos.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to yell to the top of the ship and ask them to drop the rope down
Okay.
so we can try to climb up it. And how close am I to the ship then?
Pretty close. Pretty close.
I'll be as close as I can.
You can get to the ship.
And, I mean, yeah, I'll make so I can
Okay. Okay,
Just
Sergio's.
imagine that she wears shoes.
So I'm gonna untie the rope from Romano's and throw it down there for people that are still in the water.
Okay.
Nicholas, your turn. I got your back. It's time to go keep her out.
Still trying to get to the ship.
Okay.
Not
So,
there yet.
how far did I say you were?
50 feet, 2
That would be right. Yeah. Yeah.
That
So
must
you're.
have been like the sickest
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, so you're pretty close with this.
10 feet away. Just enough to know where we can ship this thing.
It'd be like 5 feet. Romanos?
investigate, see if I can find another rope around this and have to fly.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an investigation. Oh yeah, you find another rope easily.
Another rope. Alright. I guess I go over to it,
Yeah.
and wrapping it around one of the bases of the ship.
Right.
And then on the other end, actually, I lasso it more just to see.
Roll a dexterity check.
God,
Just
you
because- Just because, like, I don't know that you would know how to tie a lasso.
Okay, fair. 18. Well, it's 19.
Yeah. 18 with your modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tie a beautiful lasso.
Okay, so I guess I'm just more. I'm more ready, if I see somebody close, to wrangle that, help wrangle them in.
Yeah, he's 5 feet
So-
away, and Athos is basically right at the boat.
I'm close enough. I'm
Okay.
thinking you're
She
telling
can
me,
get
hey,
So-
hey.
I guess then I see Nicholas just
Drop
I see Nicholas floundering, and I guess all right. I guess and I throw
None of you do. Sorry.
the lasso at Nicholas to see if it
Okay, yeah.
see if he gets it.
Roll to hit.
Hey, but here's a serious question while we're-
Nat 20.
Ooh, yes.
Damn.
Nat 20.
All right, yeah. So you manage, you just rope him like you've been doing this forever, like a cowboy.
How about it?
There's a cowboy right there.
Right there. He's a horse boy.
Horsey boy.
Yeah, but then we got Nicholas over there. So yeah, you managed to rope him good, just to start pulling him.
Yep, I start pulling, and I'm sure he starts climbing the other.
All right, Jonas.
Is that on the rope that Sergio threw down, or still swimming toward it?
Yeah, she's on it.
Yeah, because she's right up.
She's on it?
Yeah. You gotta do a dolphin dive onto the ship, Jonas.
I mean, I was gonna see. Can I try to swim down and then burst back up and land on the ship?
Yeah, that's fine, but I need you to roll an acrobatics check.
17.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. All right, yeah, you managed to land on the deck.
With the superhero line.
Sweet.
Sure. Yeah, you do the superhero landing.
Superhero landing. The superhero landing. Ah, so bad.
Okay, yeah, you do your superhero landing onto the deck. Akmon?
Yeah. I'm learning at its own.
Next, he's going to go through like 90s catchphrases. It's part of the pre-programmed.
Cut it out.
Survey says.
So I'm just watching a bunch of people like help each other.
Yeah, you're watching a bunch of different creatures and people basically climbing onto this boat.
Okay. Is it dark or bright?
So it's dark because it's storming, but it had just been dawn recently, so it's daytime.
With fog cover.
Yeah. Chance.
Okay. Can I inspect the longest person on the boat and try to get a perception? How strong they are?
Yeah, roll an intelligence check for me.
Oh, if you go low, you definitely gonna think it's so close.
20, 19.
Beautiful. It's a dirty 20. Really, that's just a natural intelligence check. Okay, so you... Yeah, a dirty 20. Cool. So you walk over to Romanos, the centaur, who is just sopping wet at this point. And you kind of look him up and down. You can tell he has a temper, but you think you could take him.
Alright. Got one. So the big one. He looks intimidating, but he's not that strong. He's not that bright. He gets angry easily. I can take it.
Beautiful.
Do I hear this?
Oh yeah, I talk out loud. Hello. My name is Akam.
Alright, we're gonna roll to see what the ship's doing. And the ship's... Everyone roll a perception. Yeah, perception.
I got a 10, I rolled a 12, and I was like, is that intelligence? And Athos like leaned up and pointed to wisdom, and I was like, oh, that's even worse. It's not that bad.
What'd you get? 9. Okay. Jonas.
12.
Okay. Akmon.
I rolled a 9.
Oh, good. So it's accurate to how much you know.
I promise. Not a very pleasant age.
Our 4 and our 2 9s, you don't notice anything, like, off. Everyone else, though, hears a cracking sound as the ship begins to break in half down the middle. And that's where we're going to end our session. Thank you all so much for listening. This has been Hammer of the Gods. This is your Dungeon Master, Rick. I hope you all continue to listen. Let us know what you think on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or leave a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Also, just a quick shout out to our friend Ben, who did the artwork for our podcast. Check him out on TikTok at Rainfire. That's RIEGN Fire. Or on Instagram at Ben Matherly. That's BenMatherly. And especially a big shout out to the players who've been super patient and understanding through recording problems and scheduling and just stuck with this campaign. See you all next time.